Hey guys, Papa D here, Papa D's Range Time on a very warm South Louisiana day. And what in the heck do I have here? I've got a picnic table, got a bar stool, another table, and a couple of tactical walls behind me. And I've got my lovely wife behind the camera, so this is going to be a moving drill. I wasn't able to do it by myself, so she agreed to take and come out and help me, and I definitely appreciate that. So off to my left, if we look, I have 4 targets set up. I've got 2 paper targets. The first one's at 7 yards, the second one's at 10, and then I've got 2 metal targets with green 5-inch circles on them against the back wall. And by the time I get to the end of this drill where I'm firing at those, it'll be at about 20 yards. So I'm big into trying to put yourself into different situations. And this situation is I am in a car. I've got a steering wheel in front of me. I've got a seat belt on, even though I have not figured out how I can take and work with the seat belt. But I do know and I understand that if I have to get out of my car quickly, this hand is going underneath the seat belt in order to latch it so where it takes and pops free. So this hand's going to have a gun, so I'm not able to take and drop down with this hand. So from a tactical standpoint, this hand's going in and unlatching while this one is grabbing my gun and I'm coming around. So we're going to take and do a real slow walkthrough on this. I've got a timer set up. I'm not going to do the timer on the first one on this slow run so y'all can see what I'm doing. But now I've got a threat. I know I'm getting my seat belt out. I've got my gun out, which is completely empty. We have already checked. It's free and clear, no magazine, no ammo. I'm trying to take and make sure that I don't sweep myself. So I'm coming up and over the steering wheel, getting my aim on the first target, the second target. And then after I've eliminated these 2 threats, I want to get out of this situation. I'm in a bad place right here. They know where I'm at. So I've got to open my door, get around my car, and take out my last 2 targets that are now at almost 20 yards. But I've got the support of the back of the car. So that's how this is going to take and work right now. And we're going to go through a dry fire with a little bit of speed, and then we're going to take and do live fire on it. So stick around. The next one's going to be a little bit quicker, and hopefully it works out pretty well dry fire so that everything's going to work out. I know anytime you add speed, things kind of go haywire. Anyway, I'll see you in just a minute. Hey guys, I'm back. It's live fire this time. I'm going to be doing it off the timer. I'm running a Springfield HellCat with a Swamp Fox Sentinel red dot on it. I've got a crossbreed holster, and I'm drawing a cloak. Crossbreed cloak holster on me right now. This is my 4 o'clock position, and this is how I normally carry with a garment over it. Now, sitting in a vehicle, I don't have to have a garment over my gun, so it's natural for me to take and expose the gun, make sure it's not restricted with the garment. I'd hate to have to pull my garment up, remove the seat belt. That adds an extra step. So anytime I'm getting in the vehicle, as soon as I sit down, get the garment clear of the gun, fasten my seat belt, and I go down the road. So as far as this drill, I'm not sure if I'm going to take and do 2 shots on the first, 2 shots on the second, or 1, 2, 1. It's really going to depend on how I'm coming around and how I feel on shooting this target. But either way, I know I'm going to get 2 shots on the 7-yard and the 10-yard target before I exit the vehicle. So, with all that being said, let's see what we can take and do. Timer, gun, steering wheel, ready. Alright, that total iteration was 13.86 seconds. My heartbeat is racing. Even though that's not real life, it definitely gets the heart rate up and puts a little bit of stress in your life, which is very important in getting it into your brain in the right areas of the brain so that you don't have to think about it. Anyway guys, this is just one of the drills that Since talking to Rolf Perelius with Shooter's Paradise the other day, I started trying to do more of these things in order to better prepare myself. I'm not going to put it on video, but I'm going to do this from this side, shooting out a passenger window. Really not sure if I'm going to be able to extend my arm and shoot one-handed, but it's always better that they can have a two-hand grip on the gun when and if possible. It also takes and prevents the other hand from being swept with the gun whenever you know where both hands are. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is Papa D from Papa D's Range Time here in South Louisiana. Thank you so much, and I will see you down the road on the next video. Alright guys, this is just an FYI. I had 2.1 seconds for my first shot. The second shot was half a second later. It took me 3/4 of a second to go to my second target for the third shot. Fourth shot was another half a second. Then I had moving for my fifth shot, so it was 6.3 seconds from the time I got out of the car, got around to the back, and got a shot onto my third target. I had a 1 second split. That's way too slow. 1 second split on that same target. 1.5 seconds for my seventh shot, and almost a full second for my eighth shot. So I have a lot of fat in there that I can take and cut out on. My first two targets both were A-zone hits according to the USPSA target, and if I was trying to take and figure out on the 20-yard steel targets, that would be both C-zones on both targets. Still good hits, still recordable, but I'll have to tighten that up a little bit. Anyway, just a little FYI, I wanted to let you know about that. Thank you so much for watching.